Knock. Oh, Alex the GOAT, man. Fucking joke.
Come on, lads.
Yeah. Hang on. Go.
They're on about
Makes sense, bro. I feel old. I'm trying to. That'll be a good one.
Getting changed.
First name on the team sheet for most teams, Mr. Butler. Here he is, the biggest moaner, probably the second biggest shit house in the league next to Don Perkins. How are we, sir?
Man, I'm older now.
You're mature?
I'm matured now. Yeah,
like
man.
a fine wine.
I've told you I'm just not going to get too into no more Twitter arguments for me this year, man. You know what I mean?
I know, to be fair, you have been quiet.
I've been quiet, mate. I'm trying to keep it down.
I thought they banned you,
remain classy, you know what I'm saying?
Here he is, Dan the man with a plan. Yeah, with them skills, you'll be getting a start, man. Replacing Sam Fitz. There's a massive loss, though. Mr. Consistent, you know. Well, go on, my bro. You good, H? I'm blessed, my brother. It's another season, like levels. Dude, you the shit house, you know. Thank you.
Give it. Hey. Lads, this is Jada, our new keeper. Gonna go 4-3-3. Diamond Reese centre half, Louis left back, Callow right back. Brett, will you hold for me, please? Yeah. With Alex and Lewis in front of him. Cal's you on the right, Brett on the left. Owen on the left and Sim in the middle. That's the squad for today, boys. Lads, we ain't got to stand here and talk.
Just to follow up from the warm-up and that, like I said, it's been a bit sloppy, but if you know your game and you focus into the game, that doesn't matter. It's now when the first whistle goes. Make sure we're on it. Whatever happened last week happened. We're on a pitch what is suitable for us. Play our game, give the ball players the ball, and just relax and enjoy football as well, man. It's a good team we're playing against, so just be on it. That's all I'm going to say, really. So come on, man.
Come on, boys, yeah. From the get-go today, yeah.
Got to get a good starting, boys. Like I said, it has been quiet. It might be the same as last week. Let's not fuck everything up in the first two games. Let's go here to fucking win. It's our own pitch, you see. Win our home game, simple as. Energy and a bit of passion, boys. Come on.
Give you the team to start off with, and then I'll talk to you a little bit about tactics, because I wasn't happy with last week tactically. As our football goes, I thought we were fucking poor, but you know, playing poorly and winning games isn't a bad habit to have, to be honest. But I think we need to be playing better football. Yeah, so we're gonna go 4-5-1. Yeah, Hugo in goal, Tariq right back, Kane and Simon centre halves, Hayden left back. Yeah. On the right rails, you're going to come in, right wing, yeah? Two centre midfielders, Dan and Lamin, yeah? On the left, you go pass. Justice in the 10, Mike's up top, yeah? everyone else is going to be on the bench, boys, obviously. The only thing I want to fucking talk about, boys, is what we do when we fucking got the ball and what we do when we haven't got the ball, lads, yeah? When we've got the ball, we know what our fucking shape is supposed to be. It's supposed to be open, it's supposed to be expansive, and we're supposed to use the ball quickly, yeah? Precisely, fucking moving it around through the thirds, no fucking long balls. We play a long ball if we need to, yeah? Head up, having confidence on the ball, and getting your fucking shots off at the right fucking time. Yeah.
Yes, people, welcome back to Sunday League Settings with myself, Big Fazza. Now this week, it's another big game in Oakbourne and Coronation Prem, which sees Trooper FC taking on Hazelwell FC. I guess you all know enough about these two teams to know that there's quality on show. So less of me pattying, let's get straight into the action. Early shot from Sim, testing Hugo in goal. Now as we go back down the other end, Jay Real trying to skip past his man, but centre back RB doing his defensive duties sees it out.
Real! Move the ball!
Not too sure what was going on with my camera, but as I do get back into focus, you got Mikey chasing down Jaden. With all fairness, could it ended up bad for the troops. About 4 minutes into the game at this point, ball played into Hayden, plays into pass, into Justice. Lewis Hayden nicks it off Justice's toe and pass brings him down. Fast forward a couple of minutes, Don Perkins helps the ball up the line, and a man that I can't speak highly enough of, Alex Tompkinson, brings the ball out the sky. Simple enough. Decent technique by the lad. Plays into Callow, who whips one in first time. That's easy enough for Hugo in goal. Eight minutes in, Dan Butler gets his head on the ball and it ends up at Mikey's feet. He goes driving at that back line of the troops, but Sim Coburn getting back there doing his defensive duties ends up conceding a free kick. From that resulting free kick, you got Justice standing over it, whips one into the mixer, onto the head of Tariq, but not enough purchase on it. That's Jaden's all day. Now, there are quite a few players missing from both teams. Evidently, you got the likes of Raja, Musa, Louis, Sam Fitz for the Hazelwell boys, as well as Cam Lee, Dale Hewitt, Jack Moss and Troy for the troops. But that didn't take away from the spectacle that we've got on show today. Now, as we get back into the action, Dan Butler plays the ball inside to Mikey. Jay Reels is lending an option on that right hand side, plays it back to Tariq. Some neat and tidy footwork from the Hazelwell boys leads to a counter attack. Now, Reels gets it out of his feet, tries to play it across the box, but that's a decent defensive header there by Callow. We're about 12 minutes in, and I knew it wasn't going to be too long before the Linos got involved. Now, not the second there we have it. Linos got his ruler out, straight as an arrow.
Hey! What's the breaks down up there? I want to see you fucking working, not walking back.
15 minutes on the clock at this point. Lammy on the ball, plays it back there to Simon. Lewis Hayden putting him under a bit of pressure. Also backed up by Cowley, resulting in Lammy playing a loose pass into Sim Coburn, who lays it after Alex Tompkinson, back of the onion bag, 1-0 to the troops.
Oh, he's give it to Simeon Coburn. Christmas has come early, and it's Tompkinson, and it's 1-0 to Trooper. Alex Tompkinson, super play by Simeon Coburn.
Unlucky, we go.
Also, massive credit to the man Brooksy on Cole commentary as the troops take a 1-0 lead. And you know me by now, people. There's nothing I love more than a couple of lads battling for the badge right in front of the camera. Also got a big up Beal as well for the Hazelwell FC boys. Not too sure where the referee was. I believe he had a lion in bed. He was out the night before. So Beal actually started the game off as referee. Tried to do it the best he could. Now as you get back into the action, the Trooper FC boys are on the counter-attack. But Tariq decides to drop the box. Gets in and around Owen Watkins, who isn't too short for pace himself. And ends up clearing his lines. 20 minutes into the game at this point, Dan Perkins playing another decent ball up the line into the path of Lewis Hayden. Plays it into Owen Watkins, who tries to take on Kane, who I must give credit to. This is a great defensive block. More defensive duties here by the Hazelwell boys, results in them winning a free kick. Fast forward a couple of minutes, Hazelwell comfortable playing the ball around the back, but I must admit another loose pass there by Simon sees Cowley come away with it. He does play it inside there to Alex, who lays in Sim. Deemed offside, which only means one thing. Lionel's got his ruler out once again. 45 degrees, straight as an arrow. And as we go back down the other end, ball picked up by the wizard in midfield, Justice. Tries to play in pass, slightly overhit, and that's easy for Mundle in goal.
Gotta be.
The referees finally decided to join us, and on that note, another stray pass there by Simon gives me enough time to say hello to Brooksy, who's in the gantry. We are about halfway through the first half at this point. Decent ball over the top there by Dan Perkins, but the reason why I call him Mr. Consistent Hayden Seymour, he's always decent in defensive duties. Lammy plays it back into Kane, who does play a stray pass into the midfield. Alex Tompkinson's all over it, resulting in Owen Watkins getting his shot away, stinking Hugo's fingers in goal. In the latest episode of Now You See It, Now You Don't. Now you see it, now you don't. Not too bad for a centre half, I must say, Mr. Perkins. Not too sure about the pass though. A little bit of housework from Sim and Simon, things you love to see on a Sunday. But as we get back into the action, Kane on the ball, plays inside to Dan Butler. Trooper boys putting him under pressure once again, results in them coming away with it. Cowley drives down that right hand side, now a cross comes shot, results in the keeper touching it onto the bar, going out for a corner. From that resulting corner kick, it is whipped in there by Brett, headed away off the line there by Hayden, drops to Sim, who drops the shoulder, manages to skip around Justice, who does just enough to put a block in, credit where it's due. Now his clearance doesn't make it no further than the 18-yard box. RB gets his body in the way, lays it back into Brett, who lays it into Dan Perkins, who's always going to shoot, but he goes well over the bar. 30 minutes on the clock, and I was too busy talking to Jamie Nugent at this point that I nearly missed this from Sim, who spins in the 18-yard box and puts it in the back of the onion bag. Now over to Brooksy, who caught it a bit better than myself.
Really missed that then. Keeper in that ball. Do it. Dark horse this year then. Really missed that then.
Cut out. Oh, Watkins. It's Tompkinson. Oh, brilliant, Sim. Great turn. Oh, what a finish. And it's 2-0. That's him. Been giving Sam Fitzgerald a bit of stick there.
Destiny boy.
Half an hour played, 2-0 to Trooper.
Thanks for turning off. What?
Thanks for the little nibble there, Ellis. Not a problem, mate. Now as we get back into the action, 33 minutes in, Brett Fellow plays it into Sim once again, who you can't give that space, puts it in the back of the onion bag to make it free.
Tomkinson. Louis O'Connor, good ball down the line back to Tomkinson. Oh, superb fellows. Simeon Coburn. Oh, brilliant. Absolutely superb. And it's now 3-0.
With just over 11 to play, 3-0 to the troops. Dan Perkins on the ball, looking for the overlapping run of Callow, but credit where it's due to Simon. He's finally got his head back into the game. Decent interception to pick up possession for the Hazelwell boys. Hazelwell in possession of the ball, deep inside the trooper half. Lammy plays it down the line into Hayden, who eventually gets the ball out of his feet and whips one into the box, slightly overhit, and it goes out for a throw-in. 37 minutes in, ball plucked out the sky here by the midfield general Dan Butler, who gets his shot away, but he puts it well wide. Now there's a lot of ballers on a Sunday, but I think the ballers can even appreciate a better baller in Alex Tomkinson. The kid's first touch is a joke, he never loses the ball as far as I'm concerned. Knocking on to 40 minutes and Hazelwell are still trying to fashion themselves a chance, but they just haven't been able to pull the string so far in this half. Final ball hasn't been there and they haven't been as clinical as they usually are. 41 in, Sim picks up the ball on that left hand side, tries to take on Tariq, but he's always going to have that recovery tackle in him, goes out for a corner. From that resulting corner kick, short one's taken, Sim sizes up Jay Reels, but he's also got a recovery tackle in him. I did put the next clip on the socials. Was he in? Was he out? Either way, it's a great touch here by Cowley. As we enter the dying embers of this first half, ball on that right hand side with Tariq, whips the ball into the box. Once again, it's slightly overhit and Mikey can't get on the end of it. Ball picked up just in front of the camera by Dan Butler, plays into Mikey, lays it off first time into Justice, sees the runner Jay Reels. First touch isn't the greatest, but eventually passes it off to Mikey, who gets his shot away, and 44 minutes in, Hazelwell fashion their first chance of the game.
He's in. Well done.
Now I already said the kid's first touch is a joke. Unreal that is there by the man Tomkinson. At the time end of this first half, Dan Butler receives the ball from Hayden, plays it inside to Pass, who can't sort his first touch out. Dan Perkins gets caught in possession, but luckily enough he's there to recover it and puts it out for a corner. From that resulting corner kick, he's whipped into the danger area there by Justice, cleared there by Trooper FC. Now on that note, the referee is moments away from blowing his half-time whistle. We are going to go into the break. Trooper FC 3, Hazelwell FC 0.
Good half, boys. Good half of football, man.
That's not really nothing to say for the good first half. Get him a start.
Stay on it, mate.
Just gotta stay on it now. Stay composed, stay sharp.
You can press them, but you don't need to go on your own as well. That's the thing. You can winning the ball off and high, but if it's just one of you going, just sit in and have it across the back. And when they make that shit pass, press together, that's the thing.
You've got to make him play that one side, especially the left side centre half. When he's get it, he only wants to come back with his right foot, he just shanks it. Let him have it, keep him in that corridor.
When they're in their own half, let them have it, they're not doing nothing with it.
Nah, you haven't even got
Let him have it, but stay on that. Well, we've got to be ready to defend the space in behind. If we're giving them time, they cannot get in behind on us. We've got to defend that.
All you do, when they pass it across the back, they're having a couple passes across the back. As soon as they make that shit pass, you've got to go.
That's in the pressure, isn't it? What they're trying to do back here, the number 9's trying to go in there, draw one out, and then they're running behind. Because I know they've got the pace on
We've got to get to fucking work, haven't we? I don't want to see no heads down either. I really don't. I want hard work. We've come this far for what? To let these players in our fucking heads. It's not enough. It's not enough. Lift your fucking shit. P, you got anything there?
Lads, fucking anyone on this fucking pitch? No, I didn't see anyone go through the back of him. I don't see anything. You're all just fucking there looking at the fucking floor like it don't really fucking matter. I'm seeing this man walking past you. He's like, what the fuck? You got? Have none of you got no person? 45 to put right, lad. 45 to put right.
With them half-time team talks done and dusted, let's get the second half underway then.
Go get the ball back there, right? Okay, Hazelwell, go get the ball back.
Ball picked up by Tariq in front of the camera, plays it through to Thierry that's coming on as a sub, but RB's playing no ID, no entry. If your name's not down, you're not coming in. Still inside the Trooper half, the Troops get caught in possession. Ball nicked off Alec Tompkinson's feet. Playing inside to Justice, who's 18 yards out. Be rude not to get his shot away. That's easy for Jaden and goal. Over on that far side, Callow with a cheeky, now you see it, now you don't. But Hayden weren't having it. Decent recovery to win the ball, and he wins a throw-in as well. And as we induct Brett Fellows into the Now You See It, Now You Don't Hall of Fame, because now you see it, now you don't. Fast forward a couple of minutes, Colby, another decent baller for the Hazelwell boys, tries to lay his pass off, but they're just not clicking at the moment. 51 minutes in, Hazelwell getting caught playing football out from the back. Lewis Hayden nicks it off Justice's toe, who pulls him back, and referee blows up. From that resulting free kick, you've got Owen and Cowley standing over it. Referee blows his whistle, Cowley gets his shot away, not the greatest free kick. Ball picked up here by Callow, who's lackadaisy in his passing, resulting in Hazelwell picking up possession of the ball. Thierry manages to keep his line, Jada misses it, and this has got to go down as a sitter. Back down the other end, Justice allows the ball to bounce, Alex kicks it over his head, puts it through the legs of Colby, referee blows up for a free kick. 55 on the clock, and substitute that coming at half time, I believe his name's Henry, tries to take on Don Perkins, pulls up with a pulled hammy. Now Hazelwell still trying to fashion themselves a chance, Colby 25 yards out, but he puts it well over the bar. Couple of substitutions for both sides as we welcome Ellis Deeney and David Butler to the party. 60 minutes on the referee's watch at this point. Ball intercepted there off Tariq's foot, and Owen Watkins comes away with it. Managed to ride the first tackle, lays in Cowley. Hugo comes off his line but he spills it, resulting in Owen Watkins sliding in the back of the onion bag to make it 4-0.
Louis O'Connor is Watkins. Good turn. Oh, superb from Watkins. Brilliant, boys. Cowley. Oh, keep it as well. Watkins. It's 4. And Owen Watkins doing well. He does best.
Louis. Oh, lad. Don't switch off.
from Trooper.
Half an hour left on the clock. Trooper FC 4, Hazelwell FC 0. As we fast forwarded a couple of minutes, Cowley goes and wins himself a free kick 30 yards out from goal. Owen Watkins lines up a shot, stings Hugo's fingers, but he's there to pick up the seconds. Now in the latest episode of Now You See It, Now You Don't. Now you see it, now you don't. 65 minutes in, JD plays a ball over the top, controlled down and brought down lovely on the chest there by Justice. Now the Hazelwell boys have started to get their act together, started to play football that we all know they can play, strung some decent passes together, which is displayed in this next move. Lammy gets his head up, plays a lovely ball there into Colby, who cuts it back to Tariq, who puts it in the back of the onion bag to draw one back for the Hazelwell boys. Finish.
Keep working.
With 24 minutes left to play, Trooper FC 4, Hazelwell FC 1. And ball. Fast forward a couple of minutes, ball plucked out the sky here by Owen Watkins. He's got 3 men in and around him, hasn't really got anywhere to go. Skips past Tariq, who ends up bringing him down when there was no need and concedes a cheap yellow card. With 70 minutes on the referee's watch at this point, the Hazelwell boys have started to string their passes together, and I will give credit where it's due. Ever since they brought the big man up top, Thierry, they have looked more effective when going forward. Commentators curse as he chips over the ball then. Nonetheless, it's still been a decent outlet. 71 on the clock. Lammy picks up the ball centre of the park, plays it into Colby, who looks for the runner Thierry once again. RB does his defensive duties well enough. Thierry does land on him, and his knee hits him on the back of the head, which his little man wasn't too happy about. What a joke of a touch. 75 minutes in, Hazelwell still deep inside the Trooper FC half, playing some neat and tidy 1-2 intricate football, which leads up to me saying, now at this point people, what can you say?
Oh, it's a good advantage. Superb advantage. And it's Justice. Oh, it's superb. It is absolutely magnificent. But let's not forget the advantage by Mr. Cook.
I don't know, about 15 knots. 15. An absolute joke of a finish and an early contender for goal of the season by Justice to make it 4-2 to Trooper. 77 minutes on the clock. Hazelwell playing football from the back. David Butler plays it into Lammy, who gets caught there by Robbie. Hits the bar, but referee blows up for a free kick. And as we fast forward a couple of minutes, ball played out to this left-hand side to Owen Watkins, who managed to keep it in. JD comes in and does his defensive duties, stands Owen up well enough so he can't go anywhere. Owen believes he should have a free kick for a pullback on his shirt, results in him mouthing off at the referee, who puts him in the sin bin for 10 minutes. Trooper FC down to 10 men for the last 10 minutes of the game. Quick substitution for the troops, as well as RB couldn't continue after taking that blow to the head. Sees a little bit of a reshuffle in their back line. Chalky comes on to pick up the midfield position. Ellis Deeney going back to centre back as JD whips the ball into the box. Thierry going for the spectacular, just over the bar. 82 minutes on the clock, and also we have welcomed Jonah to the party. Louis putting his hand up, believing that Tariq should be offside, but you've got to play to the whistle. Hazelwell definitely taking advantage of having the extra man, camped inside the Trooper FC half. Ball played inside the box. They can't clear their lines. Louis gets caught in possession once again, trying to be too intricate. Justice plays it inside the 6-yard box, but it's eventually cleared by Ellis. .85 on the clock, and Trooper FC still camped inside their own half with Hazelwell applying the pressure. Luckily enough this time, nothing comes of it. Fast forward a couple of minutes, and I've said it on many occasions, if it's not broke, you don't fix it. The outlets have definitely started to be the advantage of Hazelwell in his half, but I've got to give credit where it's due to Mr. Perkins. Having that captain's armband on today, you've definitely led by example. Since coming down to 10 men, it was obvious that Hazelwell were going to have a massive bout of possession of the ball, but credit where it's due once again to the Trooper FC back line, who have been resolute in their defending and managed to come away with it each time and clearing their lines. And the one thing I do know about Don Perkins is he does know how to slow down the game. Hazelwell not being able to take advantage of the extra man as Owen Watkins returns to the field as we enter the dying embers of the second half. Ellis Deeney picking up the ball centre of the park. Lovely pass there into Robbie, who plays in Owen Watkins. Shouts for a penalty. Added time at the end of the 90. Colby on the ball with some decent footwork to get his cross into the box. Just a shame nobody's on the end of it. As we go back up the other end, Ellis getting caught in possession, results in Justice coming away with it. Alex Tompkinson's there to try and put the work in. Don Perkins gets over the ball. They want a penalty kick, referee's not having it. The troops end up clearing their lines and they've got to start again. Now with just enough time for Owen Watkins to induct himself into the Now You See It Now You Don't Hall of Fame. Plays a lovely ball through there to Jonah, who gets his shot away, but it's tipped onto the bar.
Oh! Fucking God, Jonah!
With nothing coming from this resulting corner kick, and with only moments left on the referee's watch before he blows the final whistle, the game is going to end Trooper FC 4, Hazelwell FC 2. I'm Big Fazza. This is Sunday League Settings. Thanks for having me. Good game, man. Quality.
Two hours keep straight from Graf and I'm absolutely knackered.
All game of tape.
What, Evo's there?
Yeah. Yes, my guy.
I don't know.
That's Sando, you're right.
As we go around the grounds,
Leon just the deepest centre midfielder, leave all the back four. Come on! Ben, just keep things run. Look at Dougie's training. Weirdo.
what a crazy game.
Crazy. Let me text Michael and tell him he's listening more.
That.
Yes, sir!
Tommy, right past time. Yeah! Come on! Get on your right, get on your right.
There you go.
Yeah! Come on!
Respect people, myself, Big Fazza, on behalf of Sunday League Settings, like, comment and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bless up.